Let's dive into our next zodiac sign that we'll be reading for and see who that could possibly be. I think I'm going to do Sag, actually. This will be a bonus, an extra message for Sagittarius. Let's dive in for Sagittarius people in placements. Commitment in the reverse in the past position, home in the reverse, family in the reverse, release, surrender, purge. Sagittarius people in placements. You could be doing a lot of emotional purging, maybe even potentially. Yeah, there's something about following your purpose, your destiny, your north node. Anything else for Sag? Yeah, there's something about moving away from doubts, fears, lack mentality, especially if you had some sabotage or guilt or something like that. There is a need to alchemize things at this moment. You could be retreating, taking some time out in private to see through some illusions, some confusions. Um, yeah, somebody could be watching you as well. Interesting. Yeah, this could be somebody you're like reconciling with, but there needs to be a balanced dynamic here. Tell me more for Sag. I'm being guided towards another deck already. Yeah, there's something about abundance here and contracts, career, commitments, messages. Interesting. So maybe there is a need to like restructure things. Maybe certain structures fell apart for better ones to come together. Sagittarius people in placements. We have grieving kind of sideways in the reverse. Sorry, in the future position. Anything else for Sag? Ghost Whisperer and root vegetables. It says, be still in the whispers that ebb and flow through the silence. That's interesting. Ebb and flow. Somebody else was getting similar energy to that. 18 Scorpio energy could be relevant. It says, warnings, messages, and guidance. Your higher self chose this card because it represents the receipt of messages, especially those that come from someone in your past. You may have had a chance to find closure. You might reconnect with someone who was once meaningful to you. Have you been thinking about someone in particular? Perhaps an ex or an old flame has entered your mind recently, so consider reaching out to them. They may need to speak with you about something important, but don't have a way of contacting you. A simple conversation, even just small talk, opens your eyes to a clever solution to a problem that has plagued you. This person may become a permanent fixture in your life when filled with witches gathering. Should this card fall on the deck in the reverse, it could mean someone from your past means you harm. I don't think it came in the reverse, but I don't know. Let's continue for Sagittarius. Don't. Let's get you some of these. Sagittarius people and placements. Yeah, trust and faith is here regarding this, like messages regarding communications or abundance. Sagittarius. Yeah, you're moving away from like a period of scarcity, lack mentality. Maybe there's a change in beliefs here I'm seeing as well. Finances could be improving as a result. Yeah, you're moving away from being persecuted or something like that. Anything else for Sag? Let's get you some oracles. I'm going to grab the purple. Sagittarius people in placements from their highest team. Sun magic, herb crafting. Allow your roots to dive into the depths. Your spirit calls for grounding. Anything else for Sag? This could be a need to slow down, stay grounded, stay in the present moment. 17 could be relevant. New relationship daisies could be relevant. You got daisies in your first spread. It says gratefulness, grounding, connecting with earth. If you're receiving this card because you're being called to get grounded, energy is always moving around you and has an effect, and it can take its toll if you aren't careful. You could find yourself being swept away by the hustle and bustle of other people's emotions. You might recognize the signs of carrying stray energy in the form of intense feelings that don't seem to have an origin. The best way to reduce the influence is ground your own energy, allowing you to find the roots and replenish your spirit. Spending time alone, especially in nature, is advised. If you're reading this, is now likely you're an empath or a highly sensitive being who needs solitude to reconnect with their own energy. Being an empath is a wonderful gift, but like all things, must be exercised in moderation because you are not just picking up energy from others, they're also taking energy from you. Too much of this exchange can cause you to feel depleted, depressed, or anxious, blocking you from achieving your own goals and attaining positive well-being. So yeah, there might be a need to clearly state something in your relationships when you need time away from others or something like that. But let's see what let's get some tea leaf. Let's get some general tea leaf. Sagittarius people in placements from the highest themes of love and light, guardian angels, guides, and benevolent ancestors for Sagittarius people in placements. Somebody could be shit talking you or is trying to like throw shade. Could be a Taurus. Side note. There could be things changing as well in your life. Could be dealing with a Leo. It looks like you are good karmically is the vibe I'm getting. You're coming out of doubts or fears. You're not allowing karma or repetitive patterns to repeat, it seems. Something about a very powerful spirit team as well. There could be like a lot of reflection you're doing, or mirror work, or mirrors could be relevant. You could have been dealing with somebody that was very dissatisfied with their life, and this could have been you in the past, maybe. Yeah, an older man. Could be an older man here. This person could have lost some position. There could be sad, or I don't know. Successful outcome to your problems. This could be like a different masculine around you. Maybe not the main masculine, I don't know. But yeah, it looks like you're going to have successful outcome to your problems. It's like something's unlocking. It's like you're getting the key. You're finally realizing things. Elephant, yeah, long journey will leave you wiser at the end. So this could be like, it could have been like something that took a long time for you to understand or know, to come to grips with. Sagittarius, people in placements. A change for the better, butterfly, beautiful. So butterflies could be relevant. Sagittarius, people in placements. Something about feathers. Maybe somebody's writing to you. This person could be concerned with money, or maybe you need to make sure that you're doing things that are wise financially as well. There's something about using your psychic ability to suss things out. Yeah, psychic ability is extremely important in your future position. Tell me more. To figure out what causes any issues. Yeah, there could be some involvement with the law or balancing out of karmic justice, the scales of justice. New home, new attitude on the top of the deck. Anything else? This could just be like a new way of processing your own emotions. But you could be moving beyond some kind of temporary issues. It looks like a wish will be granted as a result of you finding the key to it or a solution. Sagittarius. Great happiness. Interesting. Let's see what your advice is, maybe. What's the most relevant, important action for the highest timeline of Sagittarius people and placements? Commitment here. Taurus energy. Anything else? Or beliefs? Yeah, you could be seeing something clearly. Tell me more about actions. This could be moving beyond some kind of pain. Could be to do with a Gemini. I see you focusing a lot more on happiness these days, and there could even be potential for love with the Two of Cups. Tell me more for advice. Yeah, Two of Cups coming out. Interesting. Six of Wands. There's going to be success, perhaps, or potentially, or you're moving towards success. Somebody here could be apologizing, or that could be part of the solution to some kind of issue here, or dissatisfaction. Queen of Pentacles here, Six of Pentacles. So this could be you, especially if I'm speaking to a feminine, advocating for your own stability. Similar energy to Libra's reading, if you're being called to that, or you have placements in Libra. But I see you moving towards greater success in reciprocity or in your work. But definitely regarding reciprocity is what I'm seeing as well. Like maybe wisdom. Yeah, something about wisdom. Somebody else got wisdom. I think it was Leo. So you could be like reciprocating with somebody that might have been quite cruel in the past. I'm seeing King of Swords in the reverse. Malicious, manipulative, ruthless, severe, harsh, plotting, planning, scheming. Could be a Gemini, but I see you working something out. So let's get your future. What's the current future for Sagittarius people in placements in their highest timeline? Teams of love and light. Somebody might have tried to dim your light. Yeah, interesting. So this could be like coming out of hermit mode, maybe. Yeah, letting go of any like devilish fears, toxic cycles, seeing through these things. In the reverse there, you don't have any karma. It's like you wrapped up some karma, you're wrapping up karma. Anything else for your future? There's going to be a change and a commitment. Interesting. Because of reciprocity. Somebody needs to reciprocate. Tell me more, Sagittarius. This could be a Knight of Wands energy. Could be somebody you met or worked with. Be careful of this person in third parties, I would say. Okay, so let's continue with some other ones. Yeah, you could be changing your perspective about something. Let's get you a Kali from your highest timeline. Most important benevolent guides. What is the advice? Audra, Kali. Okay, 14. Can see how she kind of looks so like empowered. That she's gonna just chill. So let's see. Could have gone through something difficult, but now you're like more chill as a result or something. It says, our wild divine mother knows when to become gentle with our hearts, bestowing sweetness that liberates us from fear. Though you may have faced much struggle and challenge on your path, though it may seem only the most powerful intensity stems the tide of negativity, the dark mother of grace conquers the obstacles to your freedom with gentleness. She manifests herself now as Jabadra the gentle. She calms the wave of emotion, eradicates doubt and despair, and provides safe and graceful passage through all difficulties. Badr Kali is wish-fulfilling Kali. We did see something about celebration and abundance. Is an auspicious and gentle form of Kali Ma. She is Kalyani who gives space, peace and happiness. Maybe space, but peace and happiness. She is the giver of windfalls and blessings. She appears when a gentle way will best accomplish what is needed. Sometimes we are drawn to Kali because we need ferocity. Sometimes we learn as we connect with her that we deserve tenderness, sweetness, and gentleness, and that we have been far too hard on ourselves for far too long. Badr Kali reminds us that we are strong enough to be gentle with ourselves. If we have been subconsciously sabotaging ourselves, she softly, deftly breaks the pattern. Yeah, this could be like a pattern, like a fear or repetitive loop. Maybe this was causing chaos or sabotage in your relationships. Maybe guilt or shame was at the root of this. We no longer need to engage in unnecessary drama under the mistaken notion it's necessary for growth. Sometimes the growth is choosing to cultivate and apply kindness, strength, and wisdom needed to disentangle and disengage from drama. It is about finding the inner strength to be true to ourselves in moderate and peaceful states of being. Interesting. There could be something about a rebirth energy. Raksha Kali without the protruding tongue so associated with the fiercer forms of Kali is an expression of Bhadra or gentle Kali. Raksha Kali has 2 arms, blue skin, and a gentler expression. She is celebrated on the eve of Buddha full moon in May, which streams an abundant and peaceful, blissful download of amplified grace on earth. Her presence signifies a time when an unusually powerful cosmic wave of spiritual light is very soon to become available to you. Like the surfer sensing and paddling towards the perfect wave, you attune yourself to the sublime current of divine energy and allow it to lift, guide, and move you. It is a prediction of an imminent, joyful, and significant breakthrough. At this particular time, greater progress than usual opens for you. Raksha Kali's worship for protection from epidemics and drought. These are literal symbolic protections. An epidemic is a mass contagion. It is swiftly spreading disease of the body but also mind. Fearful collective reactions based on societal conditioning manipulated through the media spreads like wildfire. The collective psyche of humanity is consistently being influenced. There are abundant spiritual sources of goodwill and peace constantly broadcasting divine love to humanity, and there are forces of negativity and mean-spirited disruption seeking to assert their agendas through the human collective as well. The Kali wisdom within our hearts recognizes fear-fueling energy for what it is, no matter if it is dressed up as something else, and knows when and how to say stop. Kali's presence in our being commandeers negative forces. Instead of undermining us, we respond to the energies in such a way our peaceful inner light increases. We become increasingly skillful in redirecting our attention, intention, and action along productive healing pathways. The presence of the negative influence does not need to be denied nor decreed. It does not need to be acknowledged without one becoming overly interested. It does need to be acknowledged without one becoming overly interested or engaged with it. Kali promotes fearlessness and confidence because she knows how to use all energies, including negative energy, we did see alchemy, to promote light and awaken the blissful freedom within the soul. This oracle indicates that your heart has the wisdom to transform even the most negative experience into a source of healing and freedom. You will not be negatively influenced by others. Although powerful and effective, your healing path shall be gentle. Another expression of the gentle side of the Dark Mother is Shyama Kali, the peaceful blue goddess. Her presence indicates to us it is not always effective to fight fire with fire or try to overcome force with greater force. Her wisdom is that of the gentling nature able to disarm and diffuse. There is not always a need to grapple and try and conquer. Sometimes the need is simply to let go. Nothing rightfully yours is ever denied. The simplicity of this confuses those who have learned they need to pick up any gauntlet thrown by any person at any time. Just because another has created a reality for themselves and is attempting to draw you into it, it does not mean that you must participate. You have the divinely granted gift to choose where to invest your energy. Be strong so that you can know gentleness. Beautiful. Let's jump into extra messages. I'm seeing Piggy Blinders now. Sagittarius, last messages. Any juicy extra messages? Anything else for Sag? This could be about protecting yourself from like nefarious energies. I'm getting Jack the Ripper. Anything else? Something about music could be relevant. Sagittarius, making sure you're choosing your music or listening to high vibrational music or music that inspires. Maybe your guides are talking to you through music. Sagittarius, people in placements. Something about a radio. Sagittarius, people in placements. My God, too many. Too bloody many. Alrighty, any extra last messages for Sag? From their spirit team. Okay. We have treating you like their ex. So maybe somebody sees you as though you were their ex or something like that and is making assumptions based on that. Or they assume things, right? They are just intimidated by your determination. This could be a Taurus. It says beaver. So you could be very like slow and steady wins the race. Hates that you keep winning. Or maybe the beaver spirit animal could be relevant. Push fears aside and take a leap of faith. We have they cannot enter. We have you don't have to be perfect. Just keep trying and go with the flow. I think Libra got that as well. Recharging. We have new life, new you. You bring me peace has come out. So maybe bring peace to somebody. It says your dream life awaits. And Thursday could be relevant. A lot of danger around you. I'm not sure if this is upright or reversed. It says, be more open-minded, be guided by intuition. And it says, wanted to benefit off you. And we have, try to turn an earth angel into dark angel. Try to turn an earth angel dark / work for them. And we have physical danger. So do be careful, maybe. Be careful of who / how you give people access to you. And we have, you shouldn't trust them, so test them, right? They want to wage war on you, so do be careful. Drama starter, low IQ. So this could be somebody who operates from a low standing, so they kind of want to create that same reality for you. Don't let them push you. And we have, they were stressing you out more than benefiting your life. We have, we can rewrite our lives with our guide / guardian angel opening something up. Interesting. So you might need to do some scripting, or talk to your guardians and guides, even in your head. Choose what aligns with your vision / purpose. And we have obsessed person wants to shoot you. So do be careful. Moving on is the best decision you've ever made. And we have always follow God, intuition and guidance. And we have very resourceful. So staying resourceful could be important. Not fighting the waves could be important as well. And they wanted you to look bad. And we have get up out of there. We have embrace your personal brand of magic, especially if you need to protect yourself. It says do not care about what they think. And we have carefully evaluate new opportunities. So carefully, right? And you will be glad you passed this up. Interesting. And using fear to steal / take from you time or energy. And we have trying to shut doors for you. And we have expect success. Expect success. You'll be open to receiving it. Like attracts like. So that could be part of the basically the way to success here. So if you expect good things to happen in this situation or whatever you're dealing with, or in your life in general, good things will happen. I'm seeing that song by Pink now. I think it's like Sugar or something. I don't remember. Stop abusing your body / mind. Okay. Anything else for Sag? People and placements. We have the great crumble. So things could be kind of falling apart at this time to come together in a better way. We do have the full moon eclipse tonight, right? Ascension tension, yeah, so that you can rise. You're coming out of being stuck, it looks like. This could be still a cycle that you're working through. Sagittarius messages. Overcome any obstacle. I think Leo got that. I'm not sure. Sagittarius. Moth, Bat Spirit. Somebody else got these cards. Frog Spirit. Somebody else got Frog in a different deck. So I'm not sure who that was. Or they got Toad. That might be Leo. Clear out the clutter is here. And Dragonfly. Truth transcends illusion. Elephant Spirit. Learn from the past. It's kind of in the reverse. So we might. And we have Eagle Spirit on the other side. So let's go ahead and read for Elephant Spirit in the reverse. Are you feeling uncomfortable with a tradition, custom, or familiar behavior that no longer fits who you are? Do you wish the past could be erased so it could no longer cause you a moment's pain? Elephant Spirit is here to encourage you to write a different story and alter the traditions and ways that acknowledge that we all evolve, for transformation is our nature. Elephant Spirit calls you to not be selective in your memory, because ignoring the good or bad prevents you from growing your wisdom and strength. Build on the best of the past, learn from the worst, and walk into the future with dignity, accompanied by Elephant Spirit who remembers the truth and honors your strength and wisdom. So there could be something about truth here, for sure. Like maybe somebody was trying to deceive somebody, Seven of Swords, or say something was one way. I don't know. Let's get you a Normand, I think. Sagittarius, last messages for Sag from your spirit team. Maybe we'll pull some dice. Mountain. Sagittarius from your highest teams of love and light. Messages from your highest guardians. Yeah, there could be a new change or an ending because of like maybe reciprocity issues. I'm seeing something changing in that regard. Maybe a purification. Yeah, the robber mice take your treasure. Inside the house, they steal with pleasure. Hope's not forgone when this card is near. Once the mice are gone, you regain what is dear. Interesting. This could be a Leo or something. Gemini, Taurus. Ship. A ship carrying gold sails straight into view. Lined in its holds are fortunes for you. If you should travel with a special friend, memories unfurl for years upon end. This could be about stability. Let's get you a angel. Sagittarius energies. Donations, tithing, and charitable work, and letting go of guilt. You got that in your first reading today. Could be moving beyond the past. Cooperation instead of competition. You also got that this morning. Let's see. I think we'll pull one of these. We haven't used these in a while. Sagittarius people and placements. Most important relevant messages. Thank you. We have Forge Don't Follow. And we have Star Family. How intriguing. Empathic starseed and deep cellular healing. Physical and emotional healing. Anything else? Last message for Sag? Portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards, wild card, and surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. So whatever gives you that happiness could be what's most important for you. They look like they're on lily pads. They're like swimming or something. Or water could be relevant. Intriguing. Sagittarius, anything else? Lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. Okay. And we the Hathors. Birth is a portal. Might finish on that one. Birth is a portal that ushers in new life. The Hathors are here to remind you you're a child of the cosmic mother, and you're being called to be held by her deep, never-ending love and embrace. There is a tender, nourishing card reminding you to receive deep, deep love of mother's embrace. The Hathors knew that the journey on earth can be rocky and lonely at times, but you're being reminded to rest more deeply in mother's arms. This card is of extreme potency, of femininity, of creation, and of birth. You're being called to mother yourself and others too, to surrender to your sacred femininity, to create and surrender to your own creations, to hold and be held. You're being called to remember your place in the web of life and realize the Cosmic Mother watches your every step of the way. You may be going through a transition right now, moving from one way of being to another. If so, you're being reminded that you're cradled in a sacred container, that you're more held than you can possibly imagine, and you have access to more love than your heart can bear. If you're struggling in any way, you're being reassured things will work out. Open yourself to receiving the overflowing love of Cosmic Mother flooding towards you and from every direction. Let it stretch your heart. 1, 2, 3 is the page. I think you got that like yesterday or something. There's a lot of that number. It's going to be about reciprocity or work as well, daily routines, but let us continue with a last Oracle Witchy card, Sagittarius. Oh. Elders. How intriguing. Oh, that's not it. There we go. You should seek sage advice before making any decisions. Now is not the time to act impulsively. You don't have everything you need to move forward at this time. Likewise, during the next moon phase, take special care to think before you speak. I think the next new moon is in Virgo. Anything else for Sagittarius? Spider, frog, and reflection. Elements as well. Let's see what the future holds for Sagittarius people and placements. What is approaching their future at this present moment? 10 of Cups, happiness, a family. Changing your perspective about it, potentially, your happiness in general. Divine warrior, confounds the wicked, brings victory and peace. What's the future for Sag? We have 9 of Cups, happiness, personal happiness as well. Beautiful. That's what you want to see, right? Family happiness and personal happiness. Moving beyond some kind of pain from the past. This could be regarding a friend, coworker, maybe somebody who held back from you. This could be something about a third-party situation. This could be something that was very immature as well. This could be somebody who was very closed off. But I see you moving beyond these issues or struggles. Or maybe this could be just financially. Yeah, I see something about like working on something or work in general. 8 of Pentacles there. Investing in something. Yeah, interesting. Let's get you a last Sabian symbol. Sagittarius from your highest team and timeline, guardian angels and guides. Messages for Sag. Something about returning to the past, maybe. Sagittarius, looking at the past. Oh. We have Libra 9. Okay, what's this? Oh, Capricorn 23. Libra 9 and Capricorn 23. Okay. All right, Libra 9. 3 old masters hanging in a special room in an art gallery. Sometimes they seem to speak to each other. 3 old masters are hanging in a special room in an art gallery. Being masters, they are very valuable, especially as they're in a special room. The paintings are timeless and can be so lifelike that sometimes they seem to speak to each other. Time often doesn't seem to exist in this realm. Rooms that are empty except for works of art on the wall can feel like something going on at another level. Even when there's nobody actually there, it seems as though conversations are being held. The eyes of the paintings appear to be watching what goes on around them. It can feel like the eyes actually follow you around the room. Communication here is, Oracle, communication here is at a completely different level than is normally experienced. It can be unspoken and include subtle messages that are enduring and valuable. Going deeply into understanding truths about art or cultural inheritance and its significance brings about realizations, revelations, and expands one's mind and life. So maybe your spirit team is talking to you through art. This symbol can picture speaking to others about abstract concepts at a higher level. It could be like telepathic communication, everyday chatter that doesn't go deep or explore life's beauties, can become mindless and mundane. Go deeper into your situation, find solutions as different parts of your personality and psyche give you clues and tell you what you should be doing and where you should be. Focus during quiet times, times of introspection when people aren't around to distract. The solution may rest in balancing the 3 agencies, spiritual, physical, and mental. Here's some quotes. 1 picture is worth 1,000 words, proverb. Nature is revelation of God. Art is revelation of man. Art is the lie that makes us realize the truth. Pablo Picasso. Fine art is that which is in the hand, the head, and the heart of the man go together. Fine art is that in which the hand, the head, and the heart of man go together. Art is unquestionably one of the purest, highest elements of human happiness. It trains the mind through the eye, and the eye through the mind. As sun colors flowers, so does art color life. Art has no enemy but ignorance. A painting in a museum probably hears more foolish remarks than anything else in the world. So maybe somebody was making foolish remarks. The creative act is not performed by the artist alone. The spectator brings the work in contact with the external world by deciphering and interpreting its qualifications, and thus adds his contribution to the creative act. Keywords: truth in the image, intuitive vision, reverence for art form, tradition, images, bringing messages, art collections, and collecting art photographs, capturing life in works of art, furniture for a period, the art of placement, beautiful images. Something about be careful of photos, I would say, or hidden cameras, crowded galleries or empty rooms, images that speak volumes, the Sabian symbols as images, minds that don't shut down animations, a caution, under reliance on conservative values, too much importance placed on appearance instead of substance, snobbery caused by elevated feelings of importance, art's rarefied atmosphere that excludes others as unworthy or uneducated, and serious faces. Okay, Scorpio energy 18 could be relevant. We have Capricorn 23. A soldier receiving 2 awards for bravery in combat. A soldier is seen receiving 2 awards for bravery in combat. The soldier has been through a struggle or ordeal and has come out in some way victorious. Awards are given to the soldier for bravery in combat, with his courage and skill being recognized and rewarded. Indeed, true deeds of service, valor, and bravery should be rewarded and acknowledged in some way. Oracle: we often need to be acknowledged for the issues or causes we fought for and the battles we've endured, whether we come out on top or not. In your situation, your efforts may be recognized with some show of appreciation or compensation. Maybe that you need to recognize another's achievement, behavior, or bravery. Perhaps someone actually made it through, or through by admitting defeat and pulling out when the time was right. If we've been wronged by society in some way and shown ourselves to be strong and able to stand up to difficult or threatening situations, and maybe need for reparations paid, money or awards, or some kind of makeup for any trauma, lost opportunities, or the loss of family or social life. There's a warning, though, that in the feeling of being desperate to win, regardless of the cost, sometimes people will fight over what is most deserving for being battle-scarred and who's braver or stronger. And there's a struggle over who deserves an award, who puts in the most effort, and who has come out the victor in the situation. It can be discouraging and disappointing if we feel we have to go into combat to prove the merit of our deeds, our life, or beliefs. So this is about cooperation, not competition, right? Respecting everybody's perspectives. Sometimes we have to cut our losses before we end up plunging into combat once again. Was the outcome worth what went into it? If you can see the rewards as rewarding light, however they manifest, you can turn your life into a victory, showing your power, strength, and bravery. Keywords: desperate striving for recognitions, rewards for involvement in tough situations, medals or trophies. I think you got medal. Yeah, I think medal was showing up in your reading earlier. Award ceremonies, posthumous awards, giving thanks, compensation, and insurance and legal claims, recompense for taking action. The caution: awards as band-aids to assuage guilt produced in war. Expecting money or other rewards for doing anything that one doesn't want to do. The ills, social or otherwise, of combat fighting, neurotic seeking of praise or acknowledgement, rejection lines, and bribery. And we have some quotes. Try to get all your posthumous medals in advance. When I stand before thee at the day's end, thou shalt see my scars and know that I had wounds, and also my healing. I think you got scar as one of the cards in your previous reading. When someone does something good, applaud. You will make 2 people happy. To refuse awards, so maybe this is about people getting the recognition as well, people recognizing people. To refuse awards is another way of accepting them with more noise than is normal. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Interesting. One should use praise to recognize what one is not. Interesting. Courage, a perfect sensibility of the measure of danger and a mental willingness to endure it. Heroes may not be braver than anyone else. They're just braver 5 minutes longer. Ronald Reagan. We have, I don't deserve this award, but I have arthritis and I don't deserve that either. That's funny. Yeah, so 14 could be a relevant number as well, but beautiful energies. I'm going to end it there. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit like, subscribe. You can get a personal through the Buy Me a Coffee link or leave a tip through there. I deeply appreciate all the likes and all the support and all the readings. So I hope you're doing well, and I'm always praying for your success. Thank you so much for your support. Take care.